What if I told you there's a secret family in GTA Online? A family so powerful, so unbreakable, that they literally cannot be eliminated. No, I'm not talking about some obscure storyline characters. I'm talking about a real, in-game family that defies the very laws of Los Santos. Stick around, because you're about to see something you won't believe. Alright, let's set the scene! We're in the heart of the Gran Senora Desert, a place we've all driven through 1,000 times. But hidden in plain sight is a small, unassuming trailer. This is where our story begins. Inside this trailer lives a family, and they are, for all intents and purposes, invincible. You can try everything in your arsenal. Sticky bombs, RPGs, the orbital cannon, you name it. And they just don't die! It's like they're part of a secret, unkillable family DLC that Rockstar never told us about. So, the first thing I did was try the basics. Pulled out my trusty Combat MG and let loose. The family inside just stood there, completely unfazed. No reaction! No damage! Nothing! It was bizarre. They just looked at me, as if I was just a minor annoyance. Okay, plan A failed. Time to escalate! I backed up, pulled out the RPG, and aimed right for the center of the trailer. The explosion was huge. Debris flew everywhere. But when the smoke cleared, they were still standing. Not a scratch on them. This is when I knew this was something special. So, if conventional weapons don't work, what's next? Explosives. Lots of them! I started by plastering the entire trailer with sticky bombs. I'm talking a good 24 of them, covering every square inch. I backed away, hit the detonator, and kaboom! The trailer was completely engulfed in a massive fireball. Any normal NPC would be vaporized. But this family? They just walked out of the flames like it was a sunny day at Vespucci Beach. At this point, I was genuinely starting to question reality in the game. Are they ghosts? Glitches? Or something else entirely? This called for heavy artillery. I called in my Kanyali tank. This thing can withstand multiple RPG hits and shred through almost anything. I rolled up and started blasting the trailer with the main cannon. The force of the impact shook the entire area. The trailer was rattling, bits and pieces were flying off, but the family inside, still just chilling. They didn't even flinch. It was like I was shooting marshmallows at a brick wall. The most powerful ground vehicle in the game was completely useless against them. Alright, tank failed. Time to bring out the big guns from the sky! I grabbed my Hydra and flew high above the desert. Locking on, I unleashed a barrage of explosive cannons directly onto the trailer. The ground erupted in a series of fiery explosions. From the sky, it looked like a full-on war. I landed the jet, ran over to inspect the damage, and guess what? There they were, standing amongst the smoldering wreckage, completely unharmed. It's just insane. What kind of code are these NPCs running on? This situation was so strange, I had to call in my friends to see it for themselves. I told them, you guys have to come see this. There's a family out in the desert that can't be killed. They thought I was crazy. Of course. But they came. We all gathered around, a full crew of us, and we threw everything we had at them simultaneously. We had RPGs, miniguns, grenades, even a flyby from a B-11 strike force. The chaos was incredible. It was a symphony of destruction. And the result, exactly the same. We kept respawning after accidentally blowing ourselves up, but the family just stood there, eternal and unbreakable. Okay, there's one last thing to try. The ultimate weapon. The final boss of griefing tools. The orbital cannon. For a hefty price, you can call down a satellite strike that obliterates anything in its blast radius. There is no surviving the orbital cannon! Or so I thought. I went to my facility, paid the fee, and targeted that little trailer in the desert. The screen went white as the beam hit. The confirmation message popped up. Target eliminated. But I had to see it for myself. I flew back out there, my heart pounding. And as I approached, I saw them. Standing right where I left them. The orbital cannon, the most powerful weapon in GTA Online, couldn't even scratch them. So what does this all mean? Is this a forgotten piece of a cut mission? A clever Easter egg left by the developers? or just a bizarre, unexplainable glitch in the matrix of Los Santos. We've tried every weapon, every vehicle, every explosive known to man. We even used the orbital cannon. We died and respawned countless times, but this family remains. They are the true immortals of GTA Online. It makes you wonder what other secrets are still hidden out there in this vast world, waiting to be discovered. What do you guys think? Have you ever encountered anything like this? Let me know down in the comments. This was one of the craziest things I have ever seen in this game, and I've seen a lot. It just goes to show that even after all these years, Los Santos can still surprise you in the most unexpected ways. If you enjoyed this dive into one of GTA's biggest mysteries, make sure to hit that like button. And if you want to see more weird discoveries and crazy experiments, be sure to subscribe and turn on notifications so you don't miss the next video. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.